It's just all that you believe in. Future, everything you're dreaming. You can have it all tonight. Sit back, see it from a clear view. Fuck that, they don't gotta tell you just how you're gonna live your life. Oh yeah! Rooted in creation, it gave me motivation. Collecting all these things, people and places. When it feels good, you know I gotta chase it right. What's up? Speak up. Often misunderstood. Catch up, bless up. If you tried, then you would get it done now. Right here, right now. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now.
Glitter on my head, a light on my mind. I got a trip upstate to show 'em what's fine. I know my friend down south, she come me around, she wanna ride. I got too much on my plate, and I gotta find. I got a whole lot to say, a lot on my mind. I got my homie on the way to show 'em it's time we gotta ride.
Took me a long time, put in the work, got it from dirt. Baby, we gon' shine, baby, we gon' shine. It was a long line, I paid my dues, now watch me fly. Mama always told me, so always had the sauce, I just kept it on the low. Gotta be water, I'm just going with the flow. Let's ride.
Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. I wanna do it right here. Let's go. Right now. Right here. Let's say it louder. Right now.
GM. Welcome back to Noun O'Clock live at the Noun Square. I'm Robot Fish Girl. We're watching the end of the auction for Noun 1273. This egghead we got yesterday kind of lucked out. Coming up on 30 seconds now. We FOMO'd for the accessory because we weren't sure what we were going to be getting. But I'm not anymore, because the crystal ball apparently works. It already is. Pinned up top. In the tavern. All the way to the right, next to the Yellow Collective. Yeah, no, he does. He always pins before I have a chance. Anyway, it is now time for FOMO, so my soundboard isn't working. No. We can still play FOMO, we just can't necessarily... I wasn't planning on sniping. Well, here, this is, I can just tell people what, you know, on the stream, it's showing what the noun is actually going to be, and then if you open FOMO nouns in a different tab, you'll be able to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you're joining us from Twitter or YouTube, welcome in. We had some technical difficulties getting the stream started today for some reason. And my... Banana, fana, fofema, me, my... Yeah, I mean, I stopped using that a while ago. I just settled from contract. Okay, yes, you can. If you click on the crystal ball next to the crystal ball. Oh, the FOMO is showing macaroni and the crystal ball is showing cheese. God damn, that's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, shut up. I explain it very well, thank you. It's the one thing I'm good at. So, for anybody who hasn't played this before, FOMO is the game that we play every day to pick the noun that's going on auction for the next 24 hours. The reason why there is so much confusion at the moment is because we just added a head trait. And so the way that we're actually picking nouns... Wait, are we looking for a queen? I don't know. Well, let's just play normal FOMO. People are playing FOMO. All right, well, no, we got something. Well, either way, it's time for NOMO. So if you're not there already, 9o'clock.live or NOMO.WTF, you're going to see all these nouns arrayed before you. You're going to pick your favorite from among them.
Choose your character.
Spam click it with all your might every 10 seconds. Half of them are eliminated until we're left with just one. That's going to be the NOMO noun of the day. Also, make sure, once again, you've signed in with your wallet and you're on OP if you have to check, or your clicks will not be counted. That's very important. Make sure you have signed in with your wallet or your clicks will not be counted. You've got 25 seconds as of now. There are a lot of good nouns here, actually. I really like the shower. I like that old shirt washing machine. Yeah. Yeah. I like that a lot. Whoa. Welcome back to 9 o'clock live at the Noun Square, where everything's broken and the nouns don't matter. Yeah, Tony, did you fail to sign in with your wallet so your clicks will be counted? Yeah, I can kind of see it. That was really something. This is one of the impressions of all time. Well, it looks like we are going to be getting them for this final round. And
Void versus Showerhead. Who will win? Who will lose? 3, 2, 1, fight! Void wins. Brutality.
yeah, we might have. And if you too want to pick up the new Zeropod mascot for just 0.00069 Ether, $1.69 USD, you can do so at nownclock.live or NOMO.WTF. Once again, that's nownclock.live or NOMO.WTF. If you are joining us from Twitter or YouTube, first of all, welcome in. You are welcome to stay there. But if you would like to join the conversation live, you can do so by clicking on the link in the description. It'll bring you to the tavern where you can hop up on stage and talk to us and all of that jazz. In the meantime, I believe the Yellow Collective auction will have also ended, and apparently I won it, so congratulations to me. Oh no, I didn't. Usain Blunt. Usain Blunt swept in and grabbed the green Dolphin Street Noun at the last second. That was an incredible ENX. So congratulations to you. And the collected noun number 339 is a clean starfish on just a plain gray body and a yellow background. If you'd like to check this out. What? Why? Oh, God! Don't say it. Nope. Oh no. I didn't. I has already bid. I'm so upset. Oh. We got a couple of newses. About a few. Well, once I'm able to breathe again, we'll start. Fucking hell. All right. I'm a person. First of all, we got a Nouns Roundup posted yesterday. We talked about this briefly yesterday, but I did want to highlight it once again. Jack puts so much effort and time into these Noun Roundup videos, and it really does show. So definitely check it out if you haven't yet. Toady posted it up in Warpcast, and we have it pinned in the tavern, or we will very shortly. Once again, if you're joining us from YouTube and Twitter and you want to check out any of the links that we talk about, they are available on the tavern. Click the link in the description, join us here, you'll be able to see all of them. So, on this month's episode of the Nouns Roundup, 4156 gives us the DL on the Duna. Straight from the deep-fried horse's mouth, Nouns Esports has been dominating in Dota. The LED keychains from Tigris dropped, and mine shipped this morning, and I'm very excited about them. They don't look fragile. LEDs are very hardy. What? Yeah. Scientific method. Fuck around, find out. Why not order them now and then just message Tigris and be like, hey, don't ship these yet? It's 30 extra seconds. What? Yeah, really. Rub it in, Brett. So insensitive. That's arguably the most reliable way to go about this. So less than ideal. Hello, hello. I would love to tell you if my stream would work. It's not working. Yeah. There we go.
Contest.
Yes, we did just launch that in collaboration with MoshiCam. So if you're way behind, On-Chain Autumn is something that we kicked off last week. It's just a series of 6 weeks of collaborations, contests, special drops, etc. Trying to keep the on-chain summer vibes going through the fall season. And Yellow is hosting that in collaboration with Base and lots of other based projects. Our first creator contest launched this morning with MoshiCam, and the rules are very simple. Take a picture that has autumn vibes, essentially, and mint it using the new on-chain autumn frame on MoshiCam, which is a modified version of the beautiful on-chain autumn art that 0x April has done. Mint it there once you have it. And by the way, it's free to mint on Moshi. I don't know if you guys have used it recently. It used to cost a couple cents to mint, but it's been sponsored recent for the in recent past for the last couple of weeks completely. So it's completely free. You can mint it, and then you take the frame, you post that in Yellow, and you can win from a prize pool of over $1,200. Just have to post it up in the next week. You can post as many times as you like, but only one entry. Your first entry will count for the prize pool. Already have some great entries already. If you're not a member of the Yellow channel, because of course channels changed a few days ago and not everyone is a member of the Yellow channel, we are not an exclusionary channel. We just don't want spammers and scammers. So if you have posted in Yellow before, if you've been involved with contests before, if you're a photographer, if you're an artist, all you have to do is comment on that pinned post above and say that you'd like to join Yellow, and we will slog our way through those and get everybody into Yellow while we're figuring out a better, more automated way of allowing people into the channel. But yeah, it's not, you don't have to be a member of Yellow to participate in the contest. If you are a member of Yellow, and by that I mean a card carrying, token holding member of the Yellow Collective, your likes and recasts on all of these entries will count as votes. And they'll basically dictate who gets what in the final prize pool. So that's that contest. That goes from basically today through noon Monday next week. And then we've got another contest starting right after that which we'll tease a little bit further into this week. So yeah, lots of on-chain autumn action happening. Speaking of Yellow Collective, Leo Pastel has a proposal up for the Yellow EP, and it is in voting so far, looking pretty good. Last time I checked it, it was like 41 or 42 to 0. People are excited about it. It's essentially asking for, I don't remember the exact amount, something like $7,000 worth of ETH.
3.33 ETH.
3.33 ETH, yeah, which I think it worked out to about $7,000 USDC at the time of proposing, to essentially, create an entire EP with his collaborator Girl Crash, who's amazing in her own right. And they are just going to create an EP all about Yellow. Yellow Collective members are going to have input on the specific Yellow Collective traits that are going to inspire the songs. And yeah, they're just going to do sort of basically what he did for Snail. If you saw the song that he released for one of our Based in Yellow artist collaborations, he did a full song called Snail, which is not really about a snail at all. It's like a coming of age song, really great song that just happens to kind of be loosely based on the snail head from Yellow Collective. So that's kind of the vibe, is he's going to be creating this entire LP of songs that are loosely inspired by Yellow Collective traits, but are sort of standalone songs in their own right. You can hear Snail playing now in the background.
I kept it understated. Just some nice background music to understate all of this proposal. But yeah, I'm super excited about this.
I'm excited about the content too. I've been talking to him, and this is not set in stone yet, but we might even send Jack there for when they do the actual writing camp to get this thing produced. They're going to basically rent a house and like do it that way, just kind of jam, kind of like the park style, and just get, bang it out that way. And they're going to be creating some content of their own, but I thought maybe we'll send Jack too and create some more content. Because I think that content that the park makes is just incredible. And I think we'll do that. This is also unique in that it's actually the very first Yellow proposal. So that might seem weird because Yellow is like 9 months old. So how's there not been a proposal before now? And the answer to that is that, we have about 40 ETH in the treasury from Collective Nouns sales, but we haven't had to dig into that yet. We've been lucky enough that with our mint revenues and grants that we've received from Base and Builder and others, we've been able to fund lots of initiatives from our Based in Yellow.eth wallet, and haven't really had to dip into our treasury. So this is the first time that anyone's gone and put up an on-chain proposal, and I'm glad that it's this one, because I think it's a pretty good precedent to set for the type of stuff that Yellow should be funding. So
yeah, definitely.
yeah,
we have had previous proposals that are there. This is technically Prop 4, but the rest
There
of
were-
them were like builder upgrades and
protocol upgrades. This is
yeah,
the
and
first
the
Builder
the
proposal.
donors.
And I was the one that suggested it to Leo. And, we actually do have funds in the Based in Yellow wallet to have just funded this outright. But I thought it would just be a lot more meaningful if it, went through the DAO process and was, the first one to actually go through that process and have the full collective buy-in, especially since it's going to be like a collective collaboration. So exciting. And we'll keep you posted on that. I think there's 2 more days of voting, and then once it's passed, Leo will keep us up to date on when that camp is going to happen. I think it's going to happen pretty quickly, like maybe even end of October, early November. So it should be fun. We're hoping to be able to tie it into some of the on-chain autumn stuff that we're doing.
Hell yeah.
Our friends over at Nounish want to know, what is the opposite of a hot dog? It's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
What?
It is incredible. Symbio, I don't know if you watched it because you shared the initial post, but I watched it yesterday, and I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but it is incredible what they come up with. It is Goldie versus another artist, John, who does a lot of stuff with them, and that's just the question: what's the opposite of a hot dog?
This is a new series, by the way. So they've done
Yes.
quite a few different series where artists face off against each other in different categories and different types of competition. So this is a new one, and basically it's supposed to be like a philosophical question, and then each artist comes up with their own answer, which inspires them to do their own art. And
And
you
then
got
they have to plead their case on why they have the better version.
Yeah, yeah. It starts out with Goldie saying, "I know what the opposite of a hot dog is. Do you?" So you know it's going to be a good.
Like it took him almost no time either. He was like, "Oh, I know what it is."
Yeah.
The
you
most
just-
Goldie ass answer.
How do you not know what the opposite of a hot dog is? I mean, to be fair, Goldie probably came up with the question and the concept for the entire video. Cheater.
Yeah, but that's but dude, stop ruining the magic. It's
I think the two contestants are already on the ground in LA too. So
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
let's talk about LA. That's another item on our agenda here as well. Of course, this week is Nounstown. Some people have landed already, including our intrepid Ben Body, all the way from Australia, is already on the ground in LA. I know the Deep Fried Horse has landed, and some other happening.gif. And I'm very sad that I can't be there. I'm sure everyone on stage here is as well. We will be here though to be your FOMO support system over the coming
I'm
week.
not going to be sad.
Brett's
sorry,
not going to
Brett.
be sad. He's
sorry.
going.
No, I meant to say Brett's not allowed on the show for the rest of the week. But
Oh yeah. Of course.
no, Brett, actually, you're going to be our window to our FOMO window. So we'll count on you to tell us everything that's happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're gonna be our
wear
noun
a
on the
head cam
ground.
the whole time.
Oh, that'd be good, actually. Well, I mean, you say that, but actually, Jack Wilds pretty much will be doing that. Jack is going to be there for the
We need to
sole
turn-
express reason of documenting the very first nouns.
The Ray-Ban glasses that have the cameras in them. We need a Noggles pair.
The meta ones. We need meta
The Meta ones, yeah.
Anybody from Meta?
Noggles with cameras.
Anybody from Meta? Get in touch with us so we can get some meta noggles made, please.
Yes, RFG
Yeah,
wants to
and
work
don't
with you.
look at
I
any
heard how
of my
deeply she likes
socials
that.
before you get in touch with us or after.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's going to be a fun week, I'm sure. Tune into, well, follow Jack and follow Yellow and follow the Noun Square on Warpcast and also on Twitter X if you want to be kept up to date on everything that's happening there. If you can't get there yourself, I know I will be following along. Speaking of Leo Pastel, he's actually going to be performing Snail, the song you heard earlier at one of the events live on behalf of Yellow. I know Brett's going to be doing some painting on behalf of Yellow. There's some Yellow merch by Jan and also the Yellow Pantone t-shirts that are going to be there being given out. So lots of fun stuff happening at Nounstown. And yeah, follow along. Also, just come to this show every day, and we'll try our best to tell you what you're missing over at
Do
Nounstown.
you know if they're gonna live stream the animations like they did last time?
So I was
You know,
pushing them to
confirmation.
do that, and they don't want to do that. They want to do it a few days later because some of the animators want to be able to watch it back, even though they're gonna. I don't know. I'm trying to find out the exact reasoning, but I think they're gonna do a live stream, but it'll be a couple days later, maybe on the weekend. So I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, that's Nounstown LA. And I think that's pretty much all the news that we had on our agenda. We kind of blew through it here pretty quickly. Only 28 minutes have gone by. Jeez. Prof. Wow. Robot, can you please do an impromptu singing performance for the next 30 minutes?
Why?
To fill the air.
I'm
Our-
not
our
doing that.
Our advertisers expect us to do a full 1 hour bit. No, I'm just kidding.
There's some other. Actually, no. There's not really anything else to talk about, is there?
We've got some proposals that are going on.
Yeah,
There,
we can
yeah.
definitely take-
You know what? Let's go to those. It does look like Magical Governance was defeated 29-64. That was
the
just
the
sorry?
second time.
the second. Well, no, the first time it was canceled.
Right. That doesn't count.
I would
There were
say
no votes
no.
at all on the first one.
Yeah, there were 0 votes in general on the first one, for or against. It was canceled before it went up for voting. So, I mean, I think there was pretty strong sentiment against on the first version of it. So that would be why, but I would not consider a cancellation a defeat. As for other proposals that are up, we've got the luggage head currently 9-16. That ends in 28 hours. So surprisingly low number of votes on that so far, but hopefully we'll see it. Then completion of Prop 570, 21-0. For anybody who isn't aware, Prop 570 was the pirate ship playground prop from Whitehead Carl and Hash Confucius. It is absolutely gorgeous, and this is basically, in the original proposal, they said hopefully, if we do it and the DAO likes it, we would like to ask for a noun. We're not putting it in this proposal. We're going to ask for it after completion. They completed it. This is that.
Yeah.
Which
And they deserve it. They did an amazing job.
it's
Like
so good.
seeing that in action, just like when you see something that people what people have done, and you're just like, how? Like, I wouldn't even know the first step to take. If someone was like, Toady, we're gonna pay you $1 million, go make a giant pirate ship and put it in a mall. Like, I wouldn't even. I would have to just hire so many people to help me do it. I would have no idea.
This is the thing. Like, I am familiar, at least stateside. I'm familiar with some of the processes that are required.
I mean,
for
you've
that.
installed a giant pirate ship or two in your time, of course. Who hasn't?
I mean, it wasn't a pirate ship. It was a outrigger canoe. But yeah, so like I'm aware of some of the things that you have to go through, which is why knowing that like the designs are CC0 blew my mind. Because that is such a huge part of it, is finding a design to use and dealing with the licensing and all of that, or hiring a designer, which is more expensive. So knowing that that was part of this was incredible. And seeing how fast they got it done. I mean, and also how perfectly they estimated the completion date. Because they said it will be done by the end of September, and they showed the video, like the edited video of it being finished on October 1st.
I mean, I guess we shouldn't be surprised that they shipped.
Oh, God. I walked into that one. I can't even be mad.
I mean, what did we expect? Imagine if they did a different noun or just didn't ship.
Yeah, if they just didn't, if they Turing headed instead.
Yeah, like tornadoed. That would be
Hey,
a tornado would be a terrible children's slide.
Speaking of,
Very
if you're in Florida, I hope you're not going to be for very long, because that's.
The tornado children's slide, you just go in the top and you pump around all over the place until you get to the bottom.
that sounds like fun to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're describing my last raft playthrough, and
They don't make them anymore because they got sued too much. So sorry.
rip. And the last prop that we have that is ongoing is Nouns Week Esports Students Festival, which it's so far it's only got one vote, and it's against.
Who made this art? This art is very good.
Silver Arc?
Oh, it says it right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool. I want to fund just Silver Arc to make some art. Can
I'd
we
be
do
down.
that? Silver Arc, if you're listening, Yellow wants to fund you to make something cool. Whether or not this prop passes. I have not read this prop yet, but it looks cool.
Yeah, I haven't read it in as much detail as I probably should have by now. But it's for anybody who isn't aware, Indonesia is a absolutely ridiculously massive mobile game market. Like, okay, there's various types of video games, like, and everybody is vaguely familiar with them, but Nouns Esports focuses on more typically well-known competitive video games like, Dota, Counter-Strike, etc. These are games that I would consider to be mainstream competitive games, right? These are games that you expect people to practice at and to become good at. There is, but the largest games market in the world is actually the casual genre. If you've ever played Bejeweled, you know
AKA
why.
AKA the filthy casuals.
Yeah, well, yeah. PC Master Race, let's go. But no, there's the casual genre of like Candy Crush is a great example, and a lot of mobile games, like Mobile Lords is one that you've definitely
Does
seen ads
Hearthstone
for.
fall into casual or no?
Huh?
Does Hearthstone fall into casual or is like
The Hearthstone mobile app would be considered a mobile competitive game.
Oh yeah, I
So
always forget that the game is also playable on desktop. I've literally never played it on desktop.
I've never played it on mobile. There are two types of people. But there's no. So here's the thing: the mobile game would be considered a mobile casual game, or a mobile competitive game, rather. It's not considered a casual game because one of the requirements for a casual game is that usually, if there is a multiplayer component, it is not P2P in any way. It is just like having a leaderboard
Right.
for single player activities. And it is a game where you can play it for like 2 seconds and drop it and come back to it later and be fine. So, some great examples like that. Candy Crush is probably the most famous example. Angry Birds is a great one too. Actually, pretty much the entire Angry Birds, what's it called? Franchise. Like, there's an Angry Birds game called Dream Blast, which is kind of like Candy Crush, and there's like 7,000 levels in it and constantly more being added. That sort of game. Cookie Clicker is a great example. So
What
so
about cow clicker?
huh?
You know, cow clicker.
No, is it like Cookie Clicker but scarier?
It's like a Farmville kind of game that Will Papper made. Anyways, deep
Cookie
cut.
Clicker is an eldritch horror game, by the way. I don't know if anybody's aware of that, but Cookie Clicker is a psychological horror game that is trying to pass itself off as a casual experience. Genuinely. So yeah,
Hey,
there's
let's bring this back around home. This has been a fascinating lesson.
the point is that it's a huge market. Mobile games are part of that, and Indonesia is an epicenter for those. And this is going to be an event that is a competitive event for some of those mobile games, the ones that are especially popular in Indonesia. So it does promise to bring in some pretty huge numbers. I think it's going to be up to the voters to decide whether just having, specifically in Mobile Legends, which is you've probably seen ads for. It's going to be up to the voters to decide whether they want to fund this sort of event, but I will say from experience that I believe in this event's ability to, at minimum, get a lot of eyes on nouns.
Cool.
Thank you for wrenching me back to the point. ADHD kind of took over there.
Happens to the best of us.
I think you could have pushed.
I
pushed
promised
the show
that
out a
was-
little bit longer.
I promise that was
That's
the goal
that's
from
the
the
singing
start.
that you were asking for.
What's that?
That's the singing you were asking for.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like singing, sing-song voice. What I should have said is, can you wax poetically about Indonesian casual gaming?
Listen, I will go on I will go on a 20-minute tirade about the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide if I have to.
And you do. Go.
Do you know about this?
I've heard tell. Yeah.
Have you heard about DHMO?
Um,
I was talking to my dad about this earlier. For anybody who doesn't get how chemical names work, dihydrogen monoxide means 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. You should be able to figure it out from there.
Actually, it's very deadly.
Yeah. Dihydrogen monoxide. The death due to accidental inhalation of DHMO, even in small quantities, is possible. There are some of the other dangers are like excessive tissue damage. If you have any sort of prolonged exposure to solid DHMO, is also a thing that can happen. Any sort of gaseous DHMO is a
can get
major.
burned.
It can cause severe burns. It's a major component of acid rain. It was found in biopsies of precancerous tumors. Any sort of exposure decreases the effectiveness of automobile brakes. Like, it's a very dangerous chemical.
Studies have shown that Hitler was 80%.
Yeah, exactly, right. It was
So-
used used frequently in World War II in pretty much every atrocity possible that was happening there. It's even used as, there are some positive. It's used as a spray-on fire suppressant, but this chemical that's used as a spray-on fire suppressant and is used in nuclear power plants is also used in food manufacture. There's lethal quantities of dihydrogen monoxide in almost every home.
Also, some people, they spray it on oil fires and it causes a worse fire. That's what I heard.
Yeah. No, it's a very dangerous chemical.
So I'm all for banning it.
Yeah.
But if Trump wins, though, he's also 80%
He's
dihydrogen
gonna,
monoxide.
he's,
probably
he's
not
gonna ban dihydrogen monoxide.
He might. If Elon
He
tells him to.
If
If
he,
Elon tells him to, he will
he
for
might,
sure.
yeah.
All right, back to props.
Yeah.
Because that's how we
Sorry.
ended up.
Listen,
I wanted-
I'm never gonna stop having fun with H2O. It's
I wanted to talk about luggage head for a second because I noticed that Pizza Dow voted and they said that's not pizza, and then voted against it. I appreciate
wait, did
that.
he really?
They know there's no pizza inside the luggage head.
That's a very good point. Actually, you should go back to Pizza Dow with that one. I'm not sure if it's possible for them to unvote, but that's a very good point.
I
By the way,
I feel like
Creatress
if you
is-
have pizza in your luggage, something has probably gone wrong.
I mean, I almost had pizza in my luggage when I came back from NFT NYC. Every single fucking place we went, they served us pizza. So I wouldn't have been surprised if pizza somehow ended up inside one of my socks or something.
I thought you were gonna say the New York pizza was just so much better. You had to bring it back to Canada with you.
I mean, New York pizza is not bad, but I felt like every single event at New York at NFT NYC was pizza. Every single one was the only food that they served. Anyways.
No, shut up. It's in the YouTube chat going, you could fit a lot of pizza in luggage.
Depending on the size of the luggage, yeah.
Or the size of the pizza.
You can also use a pizza box as luggage too.
You could. You could. I mean, it wouldn't be terribly successful, but it
As long
would.
as it fits in the carry-on
Thing,
size.
they can't take it away from me. So I'm thinking like you'd have to fold the box in half and then stuff it into that thing, the carry-on thing,
Would
and
it
then
be a calzone by the time you get there?
it would be a bit of a calzone. You're right.
I travel with the trunk, so I'm good. As long as the pizza boxes fit nicely.
He's something of an elephant himself.
Yes. An Australian elephant.
Yes, very rare. Creatress, I see you laughing away there with emojis, but I'm not sure if you can still not speak to us or if you're just taunting us at this point.
Nope, still can't hear you.
Speak! What's wrong with you? I was looking forward
Tavern is a
to
flawless platform with no flaws. I don't know what to tell you. Dev, do something.
Creatress is a flawless user with no flaws also.
What? No, don't say
I
that. That's
literally
mean.
Shut my phone down after because it takes my mic over for everything for whatever reason. So I like to literally close it down and have to reopen after.
Oh, that explains those weird recordings I heard.
Exactly.
Right.
Hello.
The show went on.
Hello.
All right.
We can hear you. Hello.
Oh,
Hello?
We could hear you for
There
half
we
a
are.
second.
Yeah.
Now you're back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Wow. Hi guys. Yeah, I've been trying to jump in, but yeah, it seems I don't know. The mic. If I wait like 5 minutes, it like resets the mic. It seems or something. It's like, oh, you don't really want to talk. Never mind. But anyway, I'm here, and I've just been laughing at all of the fucking things you guys say. I'm like, I haven't been here in way too long. So yeah, nice to hear you guys.
Same. Yeah, it's nice to see you. What's been up with you? What have you been doing?
Oh.
Projects that you're working on?
I been working on a lot of things, mainly completely restructuring my life. I moved to San Diego.
Oh wow.
Yeah, moved from Maui.
Weren't you?
What'd you say?
Were you in Hawaii before or no?
Yeah, Maui.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Maui, and yeah, big life changes, y'all. I am now single, and I am now living in San Diego. So
Jesus.
Hey, single in San Diego sounds like a show.
oh god,
The new
no.
YouTube series from Creatress.
No.
Starting this winter, TNS brings you Single in San Diego.
Is that really where we're
Shut
going?
up, Toady. I'm not gonna be single by winter, so stop.
yeah, we're gonna have a on-the-air dating show.
Yeah, exactly.
No video though.
But we're not going to move to Solana.
We're not.
Just,
No video.
I was
We're
gonna
gonna
say
host
we
it on-
might have to move to Solana if we go down the path of being a network of lifestyle vloggers.
Wait a minute. This is funny. You know Solana?
I wish I
I've
didn't,
heard,
but yeah.
dude.
I've heard of it.
Solana was created in Solana Beach, which is in San Diego. There's
Ooh.
layers to this, guys.
I didn't know that. So many people don't know this, but Solana was actually created by a group of gray seals on a beach in San Diego.
Exactly.
Yeah, amazing.
In La Jolla. Oh,
I'm surprised that they came up with a network that was all about speed, though. But hey, you never know. You never know.
it wasn't the Navy SEAls, it was the actual
You never know what a
SEAls.
pinniped's going to come up with if you give him enough time. That's what I always say.
Yeah, you do always say that. It's not usually relevant, but in this case,
Well, on another topic though, which I did want to, I have been preparing, which something else I've been working on, even more recent than the other stuff. I've been planning my little trip up to Nounstown. I'm literally actually
Oh,
packing right
I
now.
was just going to ask you if you were going to go. That's
I got a
awesome.
ticket. Yeah. FOMO.
Amazing.
my
So
soundboard buttons aren't working. Damn it.
are you going to come on the show then all week and sort of taunt us with FOMO? I think you should.
Oh, I will try. Yes, I'll try if I'm not too busy doing IRL stuff. Just kidding. No, yeah. I'll try to
Well,
come
now that you
on.
know how to get on Tavern, that's the hard part.
Now that I know, yes. Well, I've been on before. It's just been so long. Um, but yeah, I'm actually gonna do a live stream of at one of the events. We're doing like a board game thing. I guess there's a new nouns game. You guys probably talked about it.
Yeah, that's Brennan's game, aka the dev of Tavern. So hopefully you'll have an easier time joining the board game than you did joining Tavern today.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Just kidding,
I'll
Brennan.
be doing that. I actually already played the game. I played the game the other day, so I could learn it.
Nice. I played it virtually once. It was fun.
It's not the same, but that's nice.
Yeah, you're right. It wouldn't be the same, but yeah.
You had to be there.
Where did you play it?
I played it down here in San Diego with my friend I Speak Nerd and V Dizzle.
Was
and
Brennan
so-
was Brennan there, or Brennan sent it to I Speak Nerd?
I believe he sent it, but he was also there in spirit.
Oh, that's awesome. Brennan's always there in spirit, as ducks are wont to be. Well, we're very
Yeah, so I'm excited. Look out, we're gonna do a live stream. So if you guys want to watch that on Wednesday, we'll be streaming on the There's Layers account so everybody can see how the game goes and the gameplay, and yeah, should be fun.
Have you guys already set a time for that? 'Cause I think-
Yep.
What time?
It'll be at 2:30 PST.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Go to the dentist
Sometime in
today.
the middle of the day, I'm going to be playing Melissa Burr heads up in poker on Wednesday. So I would, yeah. So I hopefully it wasn't going to conflict, but I'm looking forward to getting my ass handed to me live on video. Should be fun.
Are people going to be betting on Polymarket for this?
Maybe they will. You could probably get some really good odds by betting on me, and I mean, hey, there is a chance you get really lucky. She's a very good player, but I won. She runs a poker club, free roll poker club, and if you win one of her free tournaments during the week, you can play in a tournament of champions on the weekend, and that's what I won this past weekend, which allows me the privilege of getting stomped by her heads up on a live game. So it'll be fun. Come watch.
We are the champions.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like a prize now that I'm saying it out loud.
Come get spanked.
Yeah,
You won. Now come get spanked
I'm
live.
getting spanked by the only woman to ever win the $50,000 high stakes World Series of Poker mixed game. Sounds like fun. Anyways, it'll be a good game. Did we lose Robot?
I know, I've been here. I've just been in the YouTube chat talking to NetNose in Italian while y'all were speaking English, so my brain is kind of fried.
NetNose, stop distracting the host. We've been over this.
I was saying while I was speaking with Creatress, I was just in the chat going, siete tutti orgogliosi di me per aver scritto in italiano mentre parlavo inglese. I was like, everybody should be proud of me for speaking in English out loud while writing in Italian.
What could go wrong?
No, yeah, Wakago. And then I switched my keyboard to Japanese just to prove a point.
Well, take us out in Japanese because I think the show is over.
Okay, well, first of all, Kinaka-san, あなたの提案については明日、詳しくお話ししましょう。So,
It wasn't
yeah.
serious.
You scared them away.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, as soon as you start speaking Japanese, they're like, something's not right, and they laugh.
What she said. What she
I'm
said.
on their show speaking Japanese all the time. Thank you.
Well, they didn't like it. That's all I can say. All right, it's been 50 minutes and 29 seconds. We've been over
Yeah, it's
all the
been.
news around the ecosystem.
That's exactly what I heard too, RFG.
What's that? What did you
Yeah, it's been.
It's been 1 week.
Yep.
It's been 1 week since we.
It's just that one little soundbite, just the yeah, it's been.
One week
Is a
since you looked
meme
at me.
everywhere. Like people use it just to start
And
sentences.
then, interestingly enough, nobody knows any of the other words to the song. It's just
Yeah.
like,
I need to know the name of the song. Now I need to look up the lyrics.
this
'cause
is
that's
Bare
embarrassing.
Naked Ladies, isn't it? It's a Canadian band. Bare Naked Ladies. Fun fact: Bare Naked Ladies, their original tour was canceled because Karens got all up in their business and like lobbied the city of Toronto to cancel all the concerts because they didn't want their kids going to see Bare Naked Ladies perform. Fun fact, real fact.
By the way, also, creators, to answer your question, it's literally called 1 week. It's
It's the only two words anyone knows.
That makes sense.
And you can literally ask for any lyric now and get a song.
Good call. I was just hoping the collective intelligence within this chat would
Oh, big
Yeah.
big mistake.
the collective
Well, you can't make
intelligence.
mistake. We got it. We figured it out. I was right.
You
Chat-
remember in Hercules the way that the fates are trading around the eyeball? That's us with our one
Yeah.
singular communal brain cell on the show.
Yes.
And unfortunately, you filled up the one cell with Hercules.
Yeah.
That was a good-
And unfortunately, we killed most of it talking about the dangers of water. So,
Water everywhere, and nary a drop to me.
well, we've driven this show into the ground.
Or into the sea, as it were.
I don't have a good
Got it.
wolf song to
Kanoko
play us out
came
with,
up.
so I'm just gonna play
Wait,
something
It
random.
looks like Kanoko just came up. and
Kanoko
maybe
is up here now.
Oh yeah.
something before we cut him.
Well,
cut off,
they
yeah.
just put a proposal up, so presumably that. Kanaka-san, did you want to share?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Thank you for having me. So yeah, I just have the one thing. I got the sponsor, who is a founder of the park. So we're going to submit the proposal to the Nouns grant in the 10th October. So yeah, that's why I just came up. Thank you for the chance to speak. We are very excited to showcase the proposal.
Yeah. I'm looking
Mm.
forward to it. I
Yeah.
think it looks really good. For anybody who hasn't seen it, this is going to be a Nounish Kid
And,
Pass workshop
yeah,
ecosystem prop.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just
That's
gonna
fine.
go over the proposal. So it's a
Mm.
there was a proposal originally that they already went with a workshop tour in Illinois, and this is sort of building on that, and is basically the plan is to develop a new line of kit pass that are designed with Nounish colors and branding, as well as tools in order to basically use them more effectively. The one that I'm really excited about is essentially a web app that is going to let you match up and there's a screenshot shot of it in the proposal. That is going to let you match up the kit pass colors to the nouns palette, so that you can more easily, draw nouns with the kit pass colors that you have, which is really cool. I really like that.
Thanks.
That's probably the thing that is the most exciting to me, as well as having, the custom nounish labeling and everything like that, with extra colors that they don't have in normal Kit Pass sets. And Kit Pass, again, for anybody who isn't aware, are these really cool crayons, essentially. Calling them crayons is slightly reductive, but for the time being, we'll call them crayons. And they are really, really, really good at writing on like glass and being super easy to wash off as well. So that is what you mostly see in the proposal, is people writing on, kids drawing on windows and stuff as decoration. But they work just as well on paper or anything else. So I have
Thank,
used these before because we had them at my school growing up in Honolulu, uh, and we used them like up through high school. Like they're not just kids' toys. They're actually really 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 good, solid art tools. So, and again, still crayons for kids. So pretty much across the board, I am a fan of both Kit Pass and this proposal.
yeah, thank you so much for your explanation in detail. And also, I also mentioned we also tried make my mind a member of the friend in the Illinois called Midas to be the kid bus instructor
Hmm.
when he come to Japan, and that instructor system kid bus just promoted to spread out and proliferate the kid bus. Insofar is a no overseas instructor. That's why. Sorry. uh, it's a huge room to spread out from overseas side if overseas instructor
Hmm.
increase. So we are very excited to make a start with such an overseas instructor with the Midas will be in Japan after taking a lecture by the authorized bus instructor in Japan. So, and also we promote the Naunishi color to the workshop with such an instructor in overseas side. So we are very excited to proliferate this consistently from now on after, yeah, if pass the proposal. And also last time I just shared the sponsor would be the Big Spite, but the Big Spite got some problem. So one is just has trouble in the hurricane, Helen. So
Yeah.
she was so busy to look after the one. Uh, so yeah, we just changed ask Baru to be the sponsor, but mm, I hope she was safe. She's okay, but she a little bit busy. But,
Yeah, pretty much
we also
everybody, pretty much
mm, mm,
everything west of me in my state is still underwater, as far as I'm aware. Um,
mm,
and another hurricane is on its way.
mm. But yeah, we are very excited to submit the proposal. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been showing it on stream while we've been talking about it, so I'm excited to see where this goes. And that is starting in 3 days. So it is still open for changes. So if you do have any feedback, please check out the proposal. There's also a bunch of cute pictures in there if you haven't seen it already. So please check that out. It is Prop 656. And yeah, I'm excited to see that happen. I think it's gonna go live pretty much when Nouns Fest starts. So yeah. All right. Otherwise,
Oh, last thing, keep an eye out. Chris Carrera's Scout game is going live soon, I believe. It's already being like beta tested and stuff, but it's like fantasy sports for developers. You got like basically draft developers who are doing open source development, and you get points if they do like if they do commits and contribute to open source repos, etc. So, kind of like the most nerdy application of fantasy sports you could imagine, but should be fun.
the
And I already bought Mirko's. I already drafted Mirko. He's on my team.
to be clear, it is not fantasy sports that you can join in on if you are a developer. It is fantasy sports where you are betting on developers.
No. Well, not really. No, like actually, both are true. Like you actually, it's opt-in only. So if you're a builder, you can join, and then you actually get rewarded when you get rewarded for your contributions, and then also for, I guess people who like bet on you. It's not really betting, but like if they buy your card, then they share in your points. If you're doing good open source work. I don't know if I explained that very well. We should have Chris on to explain exactly what it is, but it's a fun game. And it's rewarding builders, which is pretty cool, especially rewarding builders for open source, trying to find new ways to, incentivize people to code things that aren't necessarily for profit. So I'm for it. And that's it. End the show. We made it to over an hour. Good job.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody for coming to 9 o'clock live at the Noun Square. I've been Robot Fish Girl. We are going to be back here once again tomorrow, 5:20 p.m. EST-ish, to see who picks up the accidental copy wolf. In the meantime, don't forget to pick up Nomo Noun number 1274, the Void Head, for just 0.00069 ETH. That is basically our Zero Rights Reserved mascot. If it isn't now, it will be by the time the show's over. So for just $1.69 USD, 100% of the proceeds go to the Yellow Collective Treasury, which goes to funding artists on chain and the Nouniverse and beyond. Speaking of the Yellow Collective Noun number 339 is on auction for the next 23 hours and 5 minutes. I'm not going to say what it is again, but it's a starfish, so, go look at that. yellowcollective.xyz. Otherwise, that's all she wrote, so we'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks for coming.
Telling people to go look at this stuff is right here.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Nobody on stream heard you because I couldn't hear you.
Looks like Brett maybe heard me.